I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple. You go on ahead.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered, while we wait?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time. That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead. Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know? As you wish. You were murdered. You made a purchase in a marketplace, and the change you received was, by mistake, a single silver coin of ancient origin. You were seen inspecting it, and soon after, you were set upon by 2 thieves. The shopkeeper who had given you the coin saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Charon's Opal by some, and so it was my duty to bring you here. It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course. Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin. Well, a long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me. My orders were simple. It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course. I see no point in keeping you here, but I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again, after everything you've been through. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been down. Why don't you head on down there?
Oh, hello.
You're finally here. Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life. Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. God, it's hard work, but I sleep soundly I know! I can't. We're planning to get married next spring. Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so...
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all. So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. I'm just teasing. Galerius and I are in... It feels like the world has... We're just so thankful. Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. See you at...
Hello, I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice. I live at Galerius and... Treasure? Oh,
It's you.
I forgot about that. Bye-bye.
You are here. Lucy is fine. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and what... Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'm studying to get into medical school when it ended. Oh, she didn't make it. She died from poison while you were in the Great Temple. It was very sad. She was a good woman and a friend. It wasn't your fault. Decius is to blame. He's here. You too.
Hey.
Hi there, I'm Horatius. I understand. I'm living the world still. The ones who pioneer. He's not my... Oh, he had more trouble adapting them. He got himself disqualified from the UFC. So he started some kind of underground blood supposed appeal to people's base, but his luck finally ran out. You're not... And you.
I take it you're... Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove she knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we're... Anything I want. I'm a woman. Of course, I'm... He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld. trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment, just what he... You too.
Good evening.
Hello there.
Some soiree, innit?
What is up?
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came. I'm living by myself, but it's been... Oh, it's hardly... Thanks.
Hello.
There you are. I hope you... Now, there's one more person I...
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention. Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever... I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain... After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, so I tried to give them a way to buy more time. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it... Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time she wouldn't say what it was. And you. Oh, and one last thing. Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.